Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. On one sideline, there's the head coach of the Browns. His guys loses a week ago, trying to get back into the win column here. On the other side, the head coach of the Packers. Her squad ready to go as kickoff approaches. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on a snowy night at Lambeau. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. To the outside, he's got Harrison. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. It certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he works his way past the 25 to the 27-yard line. Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Hall. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. 1st down.
First down. 17 at the 29-yard line.
Another run here with Paul. Room to run at the 40. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. He takes off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. Not not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. Charbonnet. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Back up to the 3. It's second and goal. Hall, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. He'll try to run with Hall. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Breece Hall, touchdown Cleveland. His 12th touchdown of the year. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. On now, Cade York for the point after. He's got it, and the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Packers offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. On first down, here's McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Mykel Williams. He gets in to register sack 19 on the season.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Makes it third and 14.
On third and long, here's McCarthy. Through to run, past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for fourth down. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Browns offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs. And he's right there among the best in the league. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. One quarter in the books. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38 as we are ready to get back underway. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a pickup of 12. It's a Browns 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Hall. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Cleveland. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. A give. Here's Hall. Whoa! And he's in! Reese Hall. Touchdown, Browns. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus. There's a different clarity. There's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now it's York for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad game in these conditions. Will give him about 5 yards. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. A tight end in motion now. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
On the play. And the Packers 1st down.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. In motion is Barner.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They're going to go right back to Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Now they'll pitch it out here. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, the catch is made. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. He'll try the right side with Hall. Up the sideline to the 40. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
17 yards.
Here's a designed run. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Now they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Gray. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Taylor Rapp is there to stop it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Browns first down.
It's a gain of 10.
A give to Charbonnet. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. On the ground, it's the tight end trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll try to run it with Hall. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. He's going to try to do this himself, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it's 4th and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
York's kick is good. And the Browns stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
The Packers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. This time they stay on the ground. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down. Now McCarthy. Taken in right side by Barner. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It all comes down to this. Week 18. All the playoff spots and playoff seedings will be locked up. Let's get into the highlights. Our trip around the league starts now. It begins up in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. The Ravens always tough on defense, and this play no different here. The ball's out. It's scooped up, and they're going to return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Packers offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. This one complete to Atwell. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He runs with it. And a nice run and close to the 1st down, protecting himself, sliding at the end. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for this with Henry.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Out comes Matthew Wright to try the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Packers are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 28-yard line.
Trying the left side, here's Hall. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Packers offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
The Browns offense ready to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle with Hall. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Taylor Rapp is there to stop it. 2nd and 5. Hill drops to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. A give, left side. Here comes Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up with the jet sweep. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Looking to create a little spark here on 3rd down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Packers offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Killy Ringo. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And we've seen seen this throughout the entire game, Mike. These receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
Browns offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it, 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall. From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. He'll go again with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Browns will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Washington now to return it, and he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion goes Dobbs. Oh! They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He takes off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That one into the hands of Atwell. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Browns offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And tough for the defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on it. Taken down after a gain of 4. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw is McCarthy. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. There's a 3rd
And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The Browns offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll run. This is Hall. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 28-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Browns' 1st down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter. They're able to pop off a big run.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down, and it's Paul. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
York now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. In trouble, and down he goes. Michael Williams. He works his way in, and a big milestone sack, number 50 in his career. On second down. Here's McCarthy. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Emanwari. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. This one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now going to try to polish this thing off here in the 4th. Again, here's Hall. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd down, they need 3. And he pitches it. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. 3rd and 5. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns getting their punting team out there as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone, and this drive will begin with 1st down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. They finish off the regular season in grand style. They are division champions. They get a home game next weekend in the wild card round of the NFL playoffs. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.